we are given that cosine theta is equal to -3/5, and the angle theta is in quadrant 3. And based on this information, we're trying to figure out the rest of the trig function value. Alright, so for cosine theta, we know that on the xy plane, the definition for this is x/r, right? And you see that, okay, x sometimes can be negative or positive, and for the r, it has to be always positive, right? The given information says cosine theta is equal to -3/5. Well, in this case, I can only put a negative on the top for the x values, and the r, because it's always positive, I'm going to look at r as 5. And based on this right here, what I can do is I can take the x to be -3 and r to be 5. Okay? And once again, you can say x is equal to -6 and r is equal to 10. If you put that as a fraction, you can reduce that and you still end up with this. But let's just take the simplest form for the x and r value. Okay, based on this information only, in fact, we can come up with two pictures. Let me show you the first one, and that's the one that we are not going to use. You'll see why. So, just to illustrate the idea, first, you know x is equal to -3, right? So let me just label it right here. And r is 5. This will tell me I have to go from the origin to wherever the x equal to -3 is, right? And you see, I could have go from here to here, and that would be 5. But I can also go from here to here, right? Two choices. Let me show you the first one right here. I can have draw like this from here to here, and then say this is r is equal to 5. And this picture is okay for this information. However, this is not okay for this information, because it says theta has to be in quadrant 3, and right here we are talking about quadrant 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this right here is not the picture that we want to come up with, and here we go. This is the correct one that we're going to use. Right? X is equal to -3, so let me put it down right here. And r is 5. That means I will go from the origin, and I will draw a 5. This is 5 like this, and hit the x equal to -3 like this, right? This right here, I will say r is equal to 5. All right. Based on this, we can come up with the right triangle, and then we can come up with the y value, right? This right here is the x value, which is -3, and I have to figure out what this is. Well, you see that already. This is 3. This should be 4, so that you can get 5, right? The 3, 4, 5. Famous right triangle, I would say. So, y is going to be -4. The reason it's negative because the y value, see, it's down below. This picture is down below, so y has to be negative. And r is equal to 5. And of course, if you want to figure out what y is, if you want to work this out, suppose this is not a nice number, I will just do this. I will set it up with the usual Pythagorean theorem. We know x squared plus y squared gives us r squared. X is equal to -3. And I don't know the y yet. Suppose I didn't know, okay? Seriously. And then 5 for r, which is this, right? And you work this out. This is 9 plus y squared, and that will give us 25. And then subtracting on both sides, y squared is equal to 16. At this point right here, you have to figure out when you take square root on both sides, are you going to use the positive version or the negative version of the square root? The only way to see that, well, the way I would suggest you guys is to look at the picture, or sometimes use the information that is given. But the picture is definitely much more helpful because it's more visual. Because here we are talking about down below the x-axis, the y has to be negative. So at the end, y is equal to -4. All right? Anyways, just like that. Okay, sine theta, we know this is y over r. Do it carefully. Y is -4, r is 5. So we have -4 over 5. Cosine theta is x over r, which is the given information. -3 over 5. Tangent. What's tangent? Y over x. Y is -4, x is -3. So we have -4 over 3. negative 3 right here. So altogether it's positive 4 over 3, like that. Cosecant theta, well, that's just the reciprocal of this, right? So I'll just write this down for you guys. This will be 5 over negative 4. Secant theta is the reciprocal of that, which is 5 over negative 3. Cotangent theta, we can do the reciprocal of this, but I would like to do the reciprocal of that, which is just 3 over 4. And that's it.